The 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe comes in a couple different choices, and one of them is the hybrid engine that gives you phenomenal fuel efficiency, but all of the Santa Fe lineup offers great user-friendly technology, nice ride, and of course, great value. The Santa Fe is available in multiple trim levels. New for this year is the SE trim level. Then there's the SEL, the Limited, and the top trim level, which is our test car, which is the Calligraphy. LED headlights and taillights. One thing you will note is the H, which is the pattern of the LED headlight. Also, you've got LED DRLs, which are daytime running lights. There was a redesign for this vehicle last year, but you're seeing some major changes. And by the way, this vehicle is a North American SUV of the Year winner. Under the hood is a turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine with an electric motor that gives you 231 horsepower combined. Backed by a 6-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 times 7.8 seconds, and earns 34 miles to the gallon combined. This three-row SUV has the ability to tow 2,000 pounds max, but if you need more towing capacity, step up to the XRT trim level for 4,500 pounds of towing capacity. All Santa Fe's are available all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, and the front-wheel drive is standard, but the all-wheel drive is an additional $1,800. One of the reasons people like the Hyundai Santa Fe is all the standard safety features, which includes blind spot cameras, rear cross traffic alert, remote smart parking assist, and surround view monitor, as well as highway driving assist. Optional for this vehicle is the blind spot collision avoidance assist and the parking distance warning, as well as adaptive cruise control. Our test vehicle rides on black 20-inch alloy wheels. There are other wheel options available, but with this beautiful red trim, it's a really nice combination. The side mirrors have turn signal indicators. They're heated and they also fold in. Black trim around the outside of our Calligraphy trim level and black roof rails, as well as 2 glass roofs inside. One of the reasons people love the Hyundai product line is the long warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles, plus a 3-year, 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance, which a lot of the competitors do not have. The second and third row does have privacy glass, and that's also nice for keeping some of the glare down from the second and third row. The Calligraphy trim level offers really nice supportive seating, as well as 4-way lumbar and additional adjustments. The interior of this vehicle is very modern. You can get an all-black interior, or you can get a very nicely designed interior such as this one with an ivory interior, heated steering wheel, heated and vented seats in the front row, dual wireless chargers, which is new for 2026 on the SEL and higher trim levels. You've got dual cup holders, and behind here you have a good-sized deep glove box. Additional storage is underneath the center console because the shifter has been moved to the column, and you just like any other Hyundai, you just turn it forward or reverse depending upon whether you want drive or reverse. Park is at the end of the button. All the controls on the steering wheel are the same as any other Hyundai. Very easy to use. All of this technology in this curved design display is very intuitive and easy to use. We are in accessory mode, but you can see how bright the screen is. You can adjust the screen, and of course you can customize it as well. Linear vents across the front, storage up top, which also has the ability to sanitize keys, a pacifier, whatever you need. There is an upper glove box which has a rubber mat inside, which is a great place to hide things so they don't slide around. Again, nice soft materials, nice color combinations. Below there's also a tray for putting items. We always need little cubbies for putting those things. And further down is a nice glove box. In addition, you've got all of your standard controls here, your home, your map, your search. Climate controls, easy to use right here in front of you. You have auto hold, your drive modes are here as well. Hill descent, your camera, and your park assist. Everything is easy to use, everything is easy to access, and there are tons of USB-C charge ports. In the second row, there are quite a few perks as well, starting with pockets behind each of the seats, as well as hooks for hanging bags or whatever it is you want to keep off the floor. They're really thinking about consumer use. If you want to get into the glove box, you can access it from the second row, which is a nice little feature than asking someone in the front row to help you. In addition, you've got a nice little drawer here that hides underneath the center glove box. Charge ports on the side of each of the driver and passenger side seating. Again, always be charging. There's tons of charge ports. And when you're thinking about where do I store things, because we have captain's chairs on the SEL trim and higher, and yes, you can order a bench seat on some of the trim levels, so make sure that you decide on the trim level whether you want a bench seat here or captain's chairs, which becomes standard on the SEL trim level and higher. You've got cup holders in the door. You've got vents also on the B pillar here, manual sunshades, suede roof headliner, which is really nice, and of course a glass roof that covers the complete second row and halfway back over the third row. There's additional storage also here for cups or drinks or whatever you need. Access to the third row is easy. Press the button on top of the second row seat and it'll either move the seat forward or back, depending upon whether you're getting in or out of the vehicle. But what you are getting in the third row is not a penalty box. You've got 2 cup holders on each side, USB-C charge ports, and rear climate control, which many of the competitors do not have, as well as vents on the side. This is a great place for teenagers to hide. This vehicle is equipped with 4 child safety latch systems, so you can put 1 on each of the captain's chairs, 1 on each of the back third row. If you have a bench seat, you could put 1 in the middle as well. There's also a wall outlet if you need to plug in a gaming station, and that's on the passenger side of the third row. Coming around to the back of the Santa Fe, that wiper blade is tucked up underneath the wing, which is the best place for it because it'll help it last longer. Nice clean lines across the back. That Santa Fe logo is large and in charge, and it's really nice and clean across the back. The only thing you see here is the word hybrid and LED taillights. Cargo space is 16 cubic feet behind the third row. Fold down that third row, and you're at 41 cubic feet of storage. Underneath this container has a tire inflation product and a little bit of emergency storage. There is no spare tire on this vehicle. Fold down that second row by pressing these buttons, left and right, and now you're at 80 cubic feet of storage, which is quite a bit. They do fold up automatically as well, which is great when you have your hands full and have kids with you. Just makes the job a little bit easier. The 360 camera is quite a nice safety feature to have. Are there any dogs, children, items that you could back over? And it has all that, plus it shows you the tracking. All of this is important to have when you're talking about safety features, and not all the competitors offer this, so it's something you need to look at. One of my favorite safety features on all the Hyundai vehicles is this blind spot camera, so you don't hit a curb, you see what's going on to the right or the left of you, and to me, that is a selling feature that a lot of people love because there's nothing worse than driving over something. And being able to see what's going on around you, whether you're changing lanes on a highway or otherwise, is really important. One of the first things you notice when you get inside the Hyundai Santa Fe, and we have driven these before, I love the new design. I think they've done a fabulous job with making this vehicle even more modern than before. One of the upgrades for 2026 is the dual wireless charge ports. I think this is really important because we're always charging, and sometimes you don't have a cable with you. Like right now, I don't have a cable, so I have my phone here on one of the 2 wireless charging pads. There is tons of USB-C charge ports. Very standard for Hyundai to have them in all 3 rows because ABC, always be charging. Now, I do love some important factors about this vehicle. The high seating position gives you excellent visibility and control of the road. You can see the whole road in front of you. This vehicle is a 3-row SUV. Typically, that means it's going to be difficult to see the corners of the car. Not a problem at all with this vehicle. The sill is a bit high. I always call the armrest portion. If it's up a little high, it's not there because they're trying to limit your vision. It's usually there for safety reasons. But all of these are factors for people depending on your height, how you're built, and yes, you can adjust the seat accordingly. Out the back, you've got a backup camera. That's actually a camera, which I think is one of the best features. If you've never used it before, at first you may not like it, but you will learn to love it because you can see what's going on when you have people in the second and third row plus gear and you can't see. This is one of the best solutions for that problem. As far as seating, I think the seating is excellent. Power seats, they're memory, they're heated, they're vented, and of course a heated steering wheel. There are 2 memory spots that are here on the driver's door. Really nice to have. Again, I love this aluminum trim. I love this wood look, shall we call it, material. Makes it look really classy, especially with this light colored interior and the bright red exterior. Just makes for a really warm, modern look for this vehicle, which it offers completely all the way around to begin with. The gigantic curved screen is nice. You've got your gauges in front of you, which you can customize. And then you've got everything you need here. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is wireless, of course. And then, of course, you've got your navigation system. Interesting to note that some of the competitors are charging for access to the navigation. to me, that's nitpicking. Inside are Nappa leather trim seating surfaces on the Calligraphy, which is our test car. The SE trim level gets cloth. The SEL and the XRT get faux leather. And the Limited has a leather seating surface, but certainly not the level of that of the Calligraphy. The audio system comes standard with a 6-speaker stereo system, or you can upgrade to the Bose audio system, which is 12-speaker. Head-up display is standard on the Calligraphy trim level. Overall, this 3-row SUV is one of the leaders in the segment because it offers so much value. Now, we'll talk about the pros and cons, the competitor list, which is long because everyone has a competitor in this category, as well as the price in just a second. I just wanted to really just go over the performance of this vehicle. Because it is a hybrid, it's getting better fuel economy. You can also get this in a gas version if you wish. And then, of course, they offer an EV version. But most people are looking at the hybrids. And the reason they're looking at the hybrids is you get the best of both worlds. While you're sitting at a traffic light and you get 0 miles to the gallon, you're not using gasoline. People like the hybrids because you're getting the best of all worlds. You're getting electric when you're driving at slow speeds, waiting at a drive-through, waiting for someone to meet you. That's great. And when you're driving, you're on a fuel-efficient, gasoline-powered engine that gets excellent fuel economy. All of this is what people are looking for. If you wish to have the gasoline version, what you're going to gain is more towing capacity. The hybrid only gives you 2,000 pounds of towing capacity. If you're not towing anything, this is more than enough. This will give you the performance you want as well as the fuel economy. If you are going to tow a trailer or whatever that might be, you'll want to go to the gasoline version. The Santa Fe does come in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and for $1,800 you will get the all-wheel drive. So if you're ever going to be driving in cold climates, you might see snow, the all-wheel drive is going to be your best choice. It's also good for resale value because you don't know where that vehicle is going to end up in its second life after the second, third owner has it. All-wheel drive is what everybody is looking for. Front-wheel drive is fine if you're driving in the lower half of the country, but it's something that you get to decide which you prefer. Front-wheel drive can be used around the country. I usually prefer that for the lower half of the country. But again, it's a personal choice. And if you've got the money or the vehicle's on the lot and it is all-wheel drive, don't be dissuaded from owning it. You will gain better traction, especially if you're driving on the beach or whatever you might be doing. Overall, the drive is really nice and enjoyable. And again, you need to compare it to the other cars that are in the category. Let's go over the price, the pros and cons, as well as the competitor list. And remember that all of our car news is on Car Coach Reports. And don't forget to listen to our radio show, The Drive. It's syndicated across the country. If you don't get it, you can go to The Drive Car Show on YouTube. Okay, let's take a look at that long competitor list. The price of the 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe starts at $38,000 and goes up to $52,100. Our test vehicle is the hybrid. It is all-wheel drive, and it came in at $52,485. There are a lot of pluses about this car, starting, of course, with that long warranty. It's versatile, it's easy to use, and tons of technology, as well as good fuel economy and easy access for all passengers. There are a lot of competitors in this category, and not all of them are hybrid, so make sure to test drive them and check out the fuel economy numbers as well as your insurance before making a final decision. The competitors are the Kia Sorento Hybrid, the Toyota Highlander Hybrid, the Honda Pilot, the Volkswagen Atlas, which is new for 2027, the Chevrolet Traverse, GMC Acadia, Subaru Ascent, Nissan Pathfinder, and the Mazda CX-90. We have reviewed all of these vehicles on our channel, so make sure to check that out before making a final decision. There's more details down in the description, and if you'd like to support our channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee, as well as on my social media are down below in the description. I'm LaurenFix. Thanks so much for watching.